This video might come off as a post-mortem rather than a recommendation for the winter anime of 2022. We have some awesome harem titles this season and a bunch of isekai. So in this list we have Dress Up Darling. Any anime with the word darling in the title is the most watched for me considering the awesome 2018 mecha Darling the Franxx 6. Well, a waifu can really make or break her anime, and here she is amazing, beautiful, smart, and ambitious.
Cool?
A female protagonist who is intelligent, popular, and yet chooses to play eroge games and watch anime.
Aren't Shizuka-tan's boobs way bigger than that? I added some special bras to give me a little extra lift.
Pretty much a dream scenario for any otaku introvert out there. The main protagonist is a typical average nobody who just so happens to be around the hottest girl in his class.
It's probably because this is the best boob bag here.
He likes to make hina dolls, and as of now he is in charge of making outfits for a waifu to wear. A rather stereotypical and simple premise, however it is all in its execution which makes this anime worth my time. From all the releases of this winter, this one I find the most interesting. An optimistic and easygoing waifu who is into moe culture and looks like a model is a perfect scenario for me to enjoy.
Slippery Girls 2 is an eroge that came out last year and did crazy numbers.
An eroge?
Episode 2 is the best when our lucky protagonist gets to take her measurements. She strips down to her underwear on his bed and acts rather professional about this whole activity.
The longer we argue about this, the less measuring we get done.
She just wants to cosplay her favorite character, Shizuku-tan, from some horographic games she has been playing despite being underage.
Isn't that like age-restricted content?
Maybe. But like, who cares, am I right?
Well, since she's in high school, she can be exploited however we want, as long as she is pretty.
Great. Here we go. Let's do it.
I like how she diffused the situation by claiming she's wearing a swimsuit and not just underwear.
Ta-da! I wore a bathing suit. Well, now it's not awkward, right?
I kind of fail to see the difference between these two distinct pieces of fabric. They are both barely covering the intimacy of our feminine waifus. Therefore, I fail to see the difference in modesty, if most anime girls have any to speak of.
Right. I need you to lower your arms and stand up straight for me, please.
Sure thing.
Still, I guess bathing suits are a bit more colorful and have a more skimpy design. Love her fabric, by the way. Really emphasizes her hair, color, and feminine appeal. This girl has a rockstar body, with awesome taste, and a tight, perfect ass to go along with her slender waist, long legs, and pure white silky skin.
Nope, that's actually worse.
My hair's probably in the way, huh? How's this?
I also fancy how she likes to smile. Such a pretty yet devilish smile on her face makes her look beautiful and dangerous in the same time. Just how I like my waifus.
Okay?
What's in the Harem is possibly my most anticipated title of this year. Well, besides Bleach, 1000 Years War.
日野様に種付けしてもらったら今なら特別に優先して順番回してあげるけど
An action anime with the word harem in it is destined to be good.
不便があればこのお世話係になんなり
The first episode was released last year and got me hyped for this post-apocalyptic paradise where only 5 men are still alive to enjoy hundreds of millions of beautiful, fertile, and promiscuous women.
人類を救うためにこの世界に残された女性たちと子作りしていただきたいのです
The premise of the show is how some unknown virus has wiped out nearly the entire male population, and now only our protagonist and 5 other champions are left to procreate.
世界から 99.9% の男が死滅したと聞かされても
With thousands of beautiful young women. Naturally, the Harem King is a wuss and only wants to make babies with the girl he likes.
なぜこの世界にはたった5人の男性に対して50億人の女性がいるのですか
Such wusses have principles and morals in a desperate world which needs a hero to sleep and procreate with as many women as possible.
とにかく今は水原様を含めたウイルスへの抵抗力を持つ男性たちにたくさん子供を作ってもらわない
It's about saving humanity, and our Harem King does not want to spray his seed on this numerous fed up and willing housewives. The main chick resembles his childhood friend in appearance, except for those enormous, bouncy, and delicious bows of hers.
とっくに知ってたよもう何年の付き合いだと思ってるの
そうだよな
Those money makers are a divine work of art. So round and stubborn, practically begging to be grabbed.
ただし条件があります
条件
1ヶ月を待たずに私が選んだ女性と毎晩一緒のベッドで寝てもらいます
Luckily for me, even though our protagonist is restrained by his stupid monogamy principles, the show gives us plenty of nudity and fan service every episode.
レーティングのチャンスは作らせてもらいます程度の誘惑に負けはしないでしょうこちらとしては誘惑に負けてくれた方
Lately, Harem have been less generous with female skin exposure, but as of now, we have Walt and Harem to bring tits and the female that ass back into the screen.
土井さんに怪我させるなんて
Well, so far, the anime delivered on its premise.
先生にも痛くなくなるおまじない
A lot of naked girls and some spicy scenes present abundantly throughout the series. Where the anime underperforms, pun intended, is with character development.
痩せ
何なんだよ男の人ってみんなこうなの
This show reminds me of a lot of older harem anime, filled with nudity and an uninteresting, lame male protagonist.
食べます
High School DxD has proven you can have the best of both worlds in a harem show.
そうですか
Action, badass, harem king, and a lot of fan service. A combination, which is a combination, Walt and harem desperately needed. But sadly, only has one, nudity. A lot of boring exposition about the virus. Not much happens in this anime besides awkward erotic interactions between the girls. The anime fails to gain momentum and build upon its narrative, leaving us with an empty shell of a story and a boring main character. Euphoriata Season 2 is a welcome addition to the harem genre. I love harem anime, especially the ones with a lot of fan service and a balanced protagonist. Here we kinda have the requirements for me to enjoy. This anime feels empty and kinda still. It started off as pretty gory and brutal, to evolve into a more stealth story about revenge and even a bit of romance. The blonde is a good counterpart to the main character. She's confident, mean, and even a bit naughty.
I have his word that he'll take me to meet his parents.
She definitely likes to toy with the other girls from the harem, especially the healer mage.
Our baby-making days are on the horizon.
The brunette mage seems to be rather attracted to Hajime, despite only joining the party at the end of the first season.
I agree. Papa Hajime is awesome indeed.
Do you want some cold water, Mia?
As of now, not much worth talking happened. They ride a truck in some desert and argue between each other.
Master, look! There appears to be a disturbance up ahead.
I like the pinky ring on Hajime. It's a simple detail, but still, I think it adds to his bad boy appeal. And now let's talk some isekai. Will the one with the old mage training into a young girl looks promising. The whole first episode was worth it for this one single scene.